Come say good morning. Oh, good morning. Did you be mad? Did you be? Okay. It's trying to vlog. Okay. Thank you, honey. Yes. Hello. Good morning. So, I bless you. So, in a few videos now, I've talked about how I've been working on de-stressing my life. Basically, I've learned quite a lot more about POTS this last month-ish, and one of the things is the effects it has with stress on your body. Does that make sense? Basically, when you go through a stressful situation, my body is going to react very differently to a normal person because of my conditions. So I'm going to get really swollen, I'm going to have a hard time moving around, I can get really dizzy, I can pass out. So because my body reacts so differently to stress, having tools that I can use to help reduce that stress is important. So I've been working on that the last month since I got out of college, which has officially been a month since then, which is crazy. So I thought I would vlog my day today and kind of show off the things that I've learned. One of them is to stay the hell off of TikTok, especially in the morning when I first wake up. One, because I will scroll for freaking ever and not get up and get dressed for the day, which is not great. But two, it's just a very stressful app. There are so many things on it where it's like, you could go on and scroll and just see like a bunch of cute like dogs, and for me right now it's like coastal beach towns and stuff, which is crazy. Why did I say it's crazy? I'm so tired. Or you can go on and hear about something terrible that happened on the news, or somebody can just be like rage baiting or something and it just makes you upset. It's a toss-up, at least for me. So yeah, it can be a bit of a toss-up of what you're actually gonna get on the app, and it's just not worth it to me to go on it in the morning. I haven't fully gotten off of my phone. I do still go on it in the morning. Obviously I'm filming right now, so I'm not on it, but I've been listening to podcasts or just watching a YouTube video, so I can have something playing and still have that want for noise and sound going, but I'm not on TikTok and watching really bad things. I've chosen something that's funny or that I've watched before and I can just have playing in the background. So I like that. So that's been helpful. Another thing is just having a routine, not having to worry about making sure I get everything done because I have a routine where certain things happen at certain times. Basically, I just don't have to think in the morning very much because I'm just doing the same thing I always do. So I get up, I turn the alarm off. Usually I go on my phone for a little bit, I pick something to listen to, and then I start doing my skin and putting on sunscreen and stuff. And this is usually when I start to think about my day and what I'm doing. Just try and be calm about it. So yeah, having a routine is very helpful because there's less confusion on what you're doing. And honestly, if I do wake up stressed, because I'm following a routine, I can almost shut my brain off and just do the routine and not really worry about anything. Oh, these are turning smells in my glasses. Hold on. I need to get to my glasses cleaning cloth, but there's stuff on top of it. By the way, this whole vlog probably won't be me talking about stress, the things I do. It'll probably be like a vlog, just when I do something that helps with stress management. I'll let you know. Now that my glasses are clean and I can see all of you. Yeah, I'm just gonna vlog my day, and when I do something that reduces stress, I will bring it up. Take your meds. Don't forget. I have to today. I'm very quiet this morning. That's another thing. I don't usually talk this early in the morning. I usually wait until I'm downstairs with my mom. Drink some water. If you don't have meds to take, just drink some water. It's good for you. There's nothing too big planned today. This is more or less just gonna be a normal day in my life. I just talk about the things that help me with stress relief. And yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get dressed. I will check back in at or after breakfast. Hi. So I've had breakfast. I put a pimple patch on. It's actually a Peace Out Acne Dot. I've never actually used any of these. I got it with my free birthday gift in May at Ulta. And I finally get to use one. So I'm interested to see. I usually use Mighty Patches. So we'll see how this one goes. Mainly because this one, I'm not sure if it was ready for one, but it was itchy and I didn't want to scratch it. So that's a big reason that this is on. I need to find a spot to put you. Oh. I have things I want to show you. First of all, this little Heartstopper bag I got is currently filled with empty containers for recycling. Because Ulta started doing that recycling thing where you can bring in beauty products that don't typically get recycled, but they will bring it somewhere that'll get recycled. I just haven't been to Ulta in a while, so it's pretty fun. But looky what I got. Yeah, if you watched my last video about the books that I've read so far this year, I was actually sitting in this walker during the video. I brought it up, but this is it. It's all black. There's actually like a little pouch that I can put stuff in under the seat. And this strap here, if I pull it, it'll actually collapse the walker. But yeah, I have this now. It's been really nice at night, like, to sit and like brush my teeth and stuff. Or if I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff out of a drawer or reorganize the drawers, it's been nice to have somewhere that I can just sit. But I want to get my table, so it needs to move. Because I don't really have a permanent home for it. I've had my breakfast, I have had my coffee. Now it's time to do my planning and journaling for the day. So I've been using physical planners for quite a while now. I really enjoy them for me because I like being able to physically write down everything that I'm thinking and not be so worried, I guess. I feel like I think I've said this before, but when I physically write something down, my brain can slow down its thought process a lot easier than if I were to like type it. So I really like handwriting stuff. Even though it hurts my hands, I still enjoy it. God. I'm sorry, my ears are like clogged in like a very strange way. So it's hard to talk. I don't think I've ever shown how I do my planners. But at the very front, you can see on this side is all the months of the year. And then on this side are a bunch of holidays. So the yellow is when I was in school. And then I switched to pink, mainly because the yellow highlighter died. But yeah, and all the marks that you see are the days that I actually used my planner. So today is the 9th, so I mark off the 9th. And there's no holiday today, so I don't need to mark anything off. And then I flip to the actual monthly calendar, and I just like to see what's on it for the day. So I cross off yesterday, which was the 8th, where there was nothing. And the only thing on today's docket is to do a walk/workout. It says walk, but it's so hot out. I don't actually feel super comfortable going on walks right now because of my passing out has been pretty frequent recently. So I feel a lot more comfortable working out here at home. So we'll be doing that later. On the next page, there's some lined paper for notes and stuff. But on the other side is a 4-quadrant section. So there's the top left is monthly goals. The top right is a to-do list. The bottom left is important dates, and the bottom right is a wish list. So for monthly goals, I go on 13 walks/workouts. I have been doing it every other day just so I can give myself a little bit of a break in between. So yesterday was a rest day, so I don't have anything to add to that. I want to bake 3 things. I've been trying to get back into baking because it's one of those things that helps me a lot with my stress. I made a goal for myself last month to bake at least 2 things, and I did that, so I bumped it to 3, but I have not baked anything so far this month. And then I have my monthly goal for, oh my god, I just realized I don't have my Apple Watch on. Oh please. Oh, I've been doing that so much. I keep forgetting to put my Apple Watch on, and then it's like an hour into my day and I'm like, huh, it's not there. But yeah, with the watch on the fitness app, there are challenges every month that you can do, and it's specific to you. So for this month, my challenge is to close my move ring 10 times. And I have so far done it 8. So I only need to do it 2 more, so I get to check off another one of those. So that's kind of like my monthly goals. It's just little things that I want to do that I can check off and keep track of throughout the month. In the past, I've also had like complete assignments. If I have appointments, I make sure that I go to all my appointments and things like that. So on the to-do list, the only thing I have was to cancel my Max subscription because I haven't been using it, which I did a while ago. And when I finish something, I highlight it. I hadn't highlighted it yet, so I did that. Important dates are, for me, typically either appointments. When I was in school, it was when assignments were due. And for this month, it's basically just all when different things are coming out. So the Deadpool Wolverine movie, when Ashton drops his new album, Blood on the Drums, things like that. That's kind of what my important dates for the month are. Nothing's popped up yet, so nothing to do there. And then wish list is actually really fun. I have a lot of the time I have things that I really want to buy myself, but I either want to do more research to pick the best thing or the best version of it, or I just know I'm running low on a product, so I write it down so I remember to pick it up. So I have like a new skin tint because mine is orange. If you watched my last video where I actually have like a full face of makeup on, if you look at my actual skin, it made the bronzer I had on look way darker than it actually is, but this skin tint like pulls very orange on my skin. It did not look great. So I need a new skin tint. White sneakers. I have a pair of white sneakers, but they're getting pretty old and they're gonna need to be replaced soon. So I have picked out a few that I really like, but because it's July, back to school sales are gonna start soon, so I'm holding off until those sales go to see if I can pick up a pair on a good sale. So that's that. Then we get into what a traditional planner looks like, which is me writing down a to-do list for the day. Also, I've heard that you should never make your daily to-do list more than 7 things. I have not looked into why or anything, I just heard that. It's interesting because this planner only has enough room for you to write 7 things in a day. So yeah, so I just kind of, either I completely fill it or I just write down everything that I can think of. So today I need to film, which I am doing. I want to do the dishes. I want to get a workout in. And with a workout, I'm going to need to shower. Also, when I do a to-do list, I typically write it as the things that are going to cause me the most energy or spoons. So that's why I write down things like do the dishes and do the shower or take a shower because those are things that are gonna cause me to use up energy. So I mainly use to-do lists as a way to kind of gauge what I am able to do in a day. So like yesterday I had a pretty packed schedule because I had a lot of energy. I got really good sleep. So I was able to do quite a lot yesterday. But today I'm feeling a little bit more tired. So I think I'm actually gonna leave my list here, even though there are other things that I'd like to do, just because I would rather those be decisions that I make in the moment than things that I plan on doing. So like I want to do my laundry today. Well, doing the laundry takes quite a bit of effort because it's a lot of up and down the stairs for me and bending over and things like that, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. But that's also something I could easily do tomorrow off camera when I don't need to be using as much energy for all of you. Not that using energy on all of you is a bad thing. I like doing that. That's why I do it. So that is the planning for my day done. Now we get into the journal. I'm actually pretty far into this journal. It's almost empty. I have a new one already picked out. Let's see. Actually, weird thing I like to do, I like to I don't think you can see, I like to number the pages of my journals, because I like to know how many pages I have left. It's fun for me. I don't know why. But I have 238 pages total, and I'm on page 222. So I have 16 pages left, and with writing 2 pages, that means I have about a week left in this journal if I write 2 pages a day, which is pretty normal for me. So we'll see. If you don't know how I like to structure my journals, I'll use my last entry as a bit of an example. At the very top, I like to write the date and the time that I write it. Mainly for me, because again, with my passing out, I have a really hard time remembering the time and dates of things. So being able to say what time I actually wrote is really helpful. It's also nice because most of the time I write in the morning, or maybe not exactly the morning, but a little bit after I've gotten up and I've had breakfast and everything. So I also get a better idea of what time I've been waking up and things like that. So after the date and time, I like to write 5 things that I am grateful for, and they are just things that come to my head. Sometimes they're funny things, like I wrote yesterday, I am grateful for the internet, just because I thought it was funny, but a lot of the time it's more serious, things that I'm truly grateful for. And then from there, it's just blabbing. I'm a blabber. I like to blab. Some days it's just about how I feel about things. Other times I've had like a more anxious feeling, and so I'll dedicate an entire entry to that feeling. Sometimes it's a dream that I had. But overall, it's just whatever I feel like writing. Basically, I go until my hand hurts too much to write anymore. I do a little sign off, and then I do a PS with a song. I always have a song stuck in my head, and it varies day to day. So yesterday it was Hot to Go by Chaperone. And sometimes I also will write lyrics if I feel like it. Other times it's just I write a song and that's it. So yeah, I am going to now sit and journal. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. I've been seeing junk journaling on my TikTok, which if you haven't seen it, basically people get journals like this, or like bullet journals, I think, and they will put in stickers or like receipts or things throughout their day to put in as entries in their journal instead of actually sitting down and writing like I do. So, and they're like, they go from being like a normal notebook size to like being super thick. It's kind of funny, but they're also like really pretty. But it's weird to me because that's just scrapbooking. Like, I don't know why it's called junk journaling when it's just scrapbooking. I don't know. Call it whatever you want, I don't really care. But I just found that interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna journal. I'm very sorry for the noises outside, but I will check in later when I have more things to do. Welcome play. It's a penguin. Is it yours? It's mine. Boy, it's mine. It's yours? Mine. I knew it took the penguin. Oh no, it took the penguin. Where'd it go? Where is it? Where'd it go? Is it here? Is it the penguin? Signature penguin. Oh, that's mine. Oh. Boop. You want that? It's just a penguin. But what if it's mine? What if I don't want to see it? What if it's not what I want? What if it's not what I want? Oh no, oh no, I lose it. No. No, look at the phone. Look who's in here. Who's there? Who's there? Who's that fluffy boy? What's in here? Oh no, I laid down. I'm okay. I know, you freak out. If any of you wondered what Finn does when I pass out, this is it. He said bye, everybody. Bye. Alright. Hello, everybody. Oh, it's dark in here. Hold on. Let me turn the light on. So it is now the evening. I believe it's like 6:30ish. And I am going to get on my stationary bike. It's not electric. Let me flip the camera, I can show you. We're currently cleaning and stuff, so please mind the boxes. But this is it. It's pink. We have had it for many years. I got it when my knee started bothering me because my physical therapist at the time said that this was a great exercise for me. And now with POTS, now that I can sit, it's even better. All right, here we go. I'm not recording the whole thing. I'll be back later. Hi. So I meant to check in. Put it there. So I meant to check in sooner, but it didn't because I kind of got distracted. But I did my workout, I took a shower, did my moisturizing, all of that fun stuff. My hair is just in a turban so it can dry. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what exercise has done for my stress relief. It has been so nice to take 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever time that I have, even 5 minutes, to just sit and focus on strengthening my body and focusing on me has been so wonderful. Usually I do go on walks, but I think I said this earlier, with the heat right now, it's not the vibe. So having that stationary bike is awesome. One, if I'm having a bad day or I'm not doing so hot, being able to sit on that for a few minutes and just still get some movement in is great. But I started walking during the pandemic, so back on my first year of college, to give me something to do. And ever since, I just keep trying to keep up with it because it's just really nice to listen to an audiobook or a podcast. And of course, a lot of the ones I listen to are more comedic, so to laugh a little as well is nice. And to do it alone, because I don't do a lot of things alone. It's hard for me to do things alone. But to have some alone time to do that on my own has been really nice. I want to show off this. I also wanted to check how cool it is. Oh, it smells great. So this is some blueberry simple syrup. So I cannot have any of like the syrups you can buy from the store or even like the ones they have at like Starbucks and stuff,
because they all have natural flavoring or artificial flavoring, depending on the brand, both of which can contain wheat, and it's just not super safe. So I go a lot of times with unflavored coffee because I honestly forget I can do this, one, and two, buying just some syrup, like agave syrup that's just plain at the store is just easy. But so is this. Well, it's not as easy because I have to do things. The other ones just go to the store and buy it. But this is a simple syrup. If you don't know what that is, it literally means a very simple syrup. Like, it's in the name, it's a simple syrup. Basically, to make a plain simple syrup, it is 1 part water to 1 part sugar. So if you do 1 cup of sugar, you use 1 cup of water. And if you increase the sugar, you increase the water by the same. So if you add another 1/2 cup to the sugar, you need to add another 1/2 cup to the water. And it makes a sugary syrup that's very easy to make and very easy to flavor. So this is a blueberry syrup. I didn't know how much I wanted, so I didn't make very much. I also completely forgot how much it reduces, so I got a bigger jar just in case, but I could definitely use a smaller jar. So this is 1/2 cup of sugar, of regular granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a whole cup of water because of the 2 1/2 cups of sugar, and then a cup of blueberries. So all equal parts. I boiled it on the stove, or I put it in the pot on the stove, waited for it to boil, reduced to medium heat because it was on a high heat, and I let it sit for 15 minutes, I ended up straining it into a different cup, measuring cup, because the mouth on this jar isn't very large, and straining the blueberries was just easier to do to the other one. So I strained it off, put the syrup in here. It has been cooling because you should not put anything hot in a fridge. It's warm now, so it's getting pretty close to being able to put in the fridge, but you can store it in the fridge. You can see I put today's date on it. That way I know when I made it, so I can pay attention to how long I've had it, so I know when it goes bad. But now I can have blueberry lattes in the morning. But yeah, I forget that I can make stuff like this sometimes, and I get really sad because it's like I see everybody have yummy flavored coffees, and it's like, I want a yummy flavored coffee. I can have a yummy flavored coffee, and I am, and I'm excited. So I did that as well, because making things also just makes me happy. I think I said this before, but one of the best things I've seen to actually help me with my stress levels is to make sure I prioritize doing something for me. Whether it's listening to a new album, watching a movie I really want to watch, or a TV show, or making a blueberry simple syrup for my yummy coffees. Whatever it is, doing one thing in a day that is my choice, that makes me happy, that I'm doing for myself, is awesome. Obviously, if I can do something like bake some cookies and share it with my mom and my sister, that's also great. But it's okay to do things for myself too. So the rest of the evening, it's almost 8 o'clock now. I'm gonna stay here in bed, probably just hang out on my phone a little bit. I really like days like today where I can just kind of be. Obviously I've been filming today, so I've been working, but it's not like sit at a computer kind of work. But I can kind of bop around, do whatever I want, and not feel like I'm not doing anything, but also feel like I'm not being overly productive. I'm like nicely in the middle. So yeah, I'm going to hang out on my phone a little bit. Usually on days where things are much more work heavy, this is the point in the day where I really only have time, is the time in the day that I would spend on my phone the most. But obviously I've been on it a little bit more today, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna hang out here and probably check in at about 9:30ish to show my evening routine and kind of wrap up this video. Hello. I know I said I was gonna check in at like 9:30. It is more like 10. I am very, very tired. I've been trying really hard to get good sleep, and I think it's working because I've been getting more and more tired earlier. And I'm very tired tonight. But I wanted to show off what I do. So first, usually at about 9:30, 9:45. Yes? I started talking and Elfin's staring at me because I haven't said anything since I put this clip down, really. But at 9:30 I typically go wash my face, brush my teeth, sort of thing. But I took a shower, so I already did all that. Then I make myself a cup of tea. This is the traditional Medicillans organic nighty-night tea with chamomile and passion flower. It's also 10 o'clock, so Finn's off for the night. Also, this lighting is not great, but it's nighttime, so I don't really care. So yeah, I usually make myself a cup of tea. I wanted to show off the mug. It's a bit full though. So this is a little graduation present from my mom. It is a pink mug with a Hello Kitty on it and a grad cap and 2 diplomas on either side of her head. At the top, in pink sparkly letters, it says "Hello Grad." We found it. Let me set it back down. Yeah, we found it at like TJ Maxx, I think, and my mom just like, "Oh my god, it's so you need to have it." So now it's mine. So that's exciting. So yeah, I usually have my tea, and I also typically read. I do try and aim for an hour of reading, but recently I've been in a bit of a reading slump, mainly from the end of school and all that stress really put me off it, but I'm getting back into it, and I haven't been able to do an hour, but I have been able to do a chapter. However, with how tired I am tonight, I think I'm gonna give myself the night off. By the way, I am reading I Kissed Sarah Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. I think that's right. It's good so far. I'm only on like chapter 4. But I like it. It's good. But I am far too tired to focus on a book. I can barely focus my eyes on a camera, so I'm going to call it a night. Typically, I know I'm supposed to get off my phone after that and go to bed, but I'm not gonna lie, I go on my phone. I try my best not to go on TikTok. Just like in the morning, I stick to YouTube, usually an ASMR video, to help me sleep, especially if I need to get up early in the morning. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling with that one a bit. But yeah, that's kind of what I do to help with stress. I find having this as my routine is actually the most helpful thing with my stress, because it means that I'm, like, majority of the time lower stress. So when I do have high stress, I feel more equipped to handle it. I'm less exhausted because I'm taking care of myself and I'm resting. So when the stress comes, I feel like I'm stronger. I can handle it more. So that's kind of the biggest one for stress, is to establish some sort of routine, even if it's not the perfectly de-stressed routine. As long as it's a routine and you can stick to it, I think that helps. But yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed my little day. I know I didn't do too much, but I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun filming with all of you and taking you on my day. I always do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. On screen now are my social media handles if you want to follow me for more day-to-day updates. And with that, I will see you next week for a brand new video.